Hi, and welcome to the show. We thank God you can view the show, whether it's in your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, or any other area in your home. We're excited to bring you DAP Ministry Presents. I'm your host, Reverend Willie Williams Jr. Excited about the information you're going to receive today. Want to say, so far I haven't gotten the opportunity to go down to the lower ninth ward, but it's early this year, so hopefully I'll get an opportunity to go down there. I always encourage our viewers to go down to the lower ninth ward, see the devastation, but realize the restoration that the Lord is doing in that area. We're talking about really fixing up, repairing the streets, also dealing with the blight in the area. As soon as I get more information about more businesses that are being established down in that area, I'll let our viewers know about it. But we're thankful this year. We got our co-host. He's raring to go. He knows a whole lot of local information. He knows some national information, and he knows international, global information. I'm going to ask him about it after I introduce him. He comes in the person of Reverend Darrell Smith. And what's going on? Because you told us about, what is that, Floranda?
Flurona. Yeah, Flurona.
Flurona.
Yeah.
I thought you was making a joke.
But you saw it was on the news.
It's real.
Yeah. A combination of flu and coronavirus, yeah.
I think there's another one now.
Yeah, and they're coming up with another one. And I was hearing, and speaking of national, international news, the doctors were saying that even though it has catchy names, it's still contagious.
It is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, and it's not a joke.
It's not a joke, yeah. Oh, I got Flurona. Stay away from me, you know? It's not a joke. Because, see, I can say I'm thankful that I've been vaccinated for the flu. I got my flu shot and I got my booster, so I'm updated, whatever like that.
But you still social distance though.
Oh yeah. I'm thankful for give a plug out to the city of New Orleans.
You masked up too?
Yeah, I got a N95 mask that the city of New Orleans was giving out at local libraries, and so. I like the way they had that sign, 2 per person. So, because I was saying, hey, I need more than 2. No, 2 per person.
And only that person can get it. You can't get it for your neighbor, your friend.
No, I didn't try. Let's put it like that.
In other words, you got your 2 and
I got my 2. Yeah,
left.
Yeah. And I was just happy to get that, because
you don't want to be too personal. What location you got your
well. My favorite library. Did I say my favorite library?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Ladder Library on St. Charles. But it was at all the other local libraries that's in Orleans Parish. And the reason why I say my favorite library because on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. there's a book sale. And I go there for the book sale. Some things are free, even some free DVDs. Yeah. So
I ain't gonna ask you what you've been getting.
I've been getting DVDs and paperback books and even vinyl records. And I can't say how much, but spare change. Put it like that.
Are they selling vinyl records?
Vinyl records, yeah.
And vinyl records coming back now.
And I have 2 record players, So So I'll be ready. Hey, I got 2 record players that could be like a DJ.
You're scratching,
not like that. Yeah, but yeah. And so I'm a connoisseur of anything as far as music, art, and everything like that. In fact, here's a lesson for you. Not that you have to know it, but you know it already. When you think about a museum is a place where you go to look at art and ponder and things. And we know in the city of New Orleans we have, Muse. The root word Muse means to think, and that means to think. So when you go to a museum, you think about the art and everything. But that root word Muse, you know what we have here in the city of New Orleans? We have streets named after muses.
Say that?
Streets.
Say that again.
Streets named after muses. Now, in other words...
Explain that for me when I say that.
Errato, that's a muse. Thalia, that's a muse. Euterpe, that's a muse. There's 7 of them, and I can't name them all on the top of my head, but... Okay. The city named some of the streets after muses, M-U-S-E-S, Greek mythology, but still now, and that's a part of history that we have. But
so is Chapatula a muse?
No, Oh, I remember. You remember what the preacher said? Preacher said this joke. He said a policeman was riding on Chapatula Street and his horse died, and
He had to write his report.
He had to write the report. So next thing you know, the report, he said, "Where'd your horse die?" He said, "Oh, on Jackson Avenue." he moved the horse from Chapatulas to Jackson.
Because he couldn't spell
Chapatulas, yeah. But yeah, so the streets were, you like that? The streets were named after Muses and everything. And speaking of streets, Robert E. Lee has been changed, or will be changed, I think beginning February. You know the name, right?
Toussaint?
Toussaint Boulevard, yeah. Allen Toussaint Boulevard. So we already know about Norman C. Francis Parkway, which is the former Jeff Davis Parkway. So Norman C. Francis Parkway, Allen Toussaint Boulevard, and so some of these other streets are being named or renamed and everything. Even that section for where Fats Domino lived. Instead of being, I think it's Caffeine, instead of being that, it's Fats Domino Avenue or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
I know Caffeine Avenue. I knew Fat Domino.
Yeah.
I know both of his houses.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'll be wrong because they said
No.
both of them on Caffeine.
Well, one is off of Caffeine, the actual, the new house,
Right.
and the original house is on Caffeine Avenue.
The one with the piano. The one that had the piano.
Well, they used to use that as a guest house for guests that used to come and stay and stuff like that. But he had a whole floor to himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, and I was born in the lower 99, and we know about Betsy, until Betsy came, we moved uptown. So, yeah, I'm familiar with it. So some of the streets are being named, so that's something to look forward to.
Since you're talking about changes, they're starting to change the currency. The coin.
Yeah, I saw that.
A lot of female.
I haven't got one yet.
They haven't
that's
printed
true.
them yet.
they
on
printed
the quarter.
They're going to be coming out.
Females on the quarter.
Yeah. For the I won't say for the blacks, but for Maya Angelou. Because they're representing the black, the Indian, the Native American, which is the Indian, Latino, and
Asian.
And the Asian, yeah.
That's
so they're
right.
representing all these women of color and everything.
All ethnicities.
Yeah, and so that's good. That's good.
Can I tell you this?
Tell me.
They all spin.
Huh?
The coins all spin. The money all
man.
spin. You know how some people say, they probably put your face on a $100 bill.
Yeah, right.
No, I wouldn't say a penny bill. On a $100 bill, just don't bring it to the bank.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My nephew did that for his birthday.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, they it's not real.
I know
He just put his face on a $100 bill.
Okay.
He felt like a big baller.
Yeah.
But don't bring that nowhere.
Yeah. Unless you catch a teller off guard, it's like, oh, okay, these are new bills. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, you're terrible, man.
Well, no, but yeah. So yeah, changes are coming, and that's good.
Yeah, what you're speaking about is so important that this year. Remember, last week we talked about expectations and hopes of change in 2022, and we're seeing some of the changes coming full circle. They're about to come on the scene. You mentioned one of your wants. It was that the streets. They improved, and we know it started in 2021 and probably in 2020 as well. It's been started.
It's a process.
It's been, because they've been fixing on streets before Hurricane Katrina.
Right.
And so now they're continuing on, and I can actually see some of the improvements, some of the areas. I mean, it's like, okay. It feels good to drive on a smooth street with no problems.
Yeah. And I give a shout out to my church, Zion Travelers Second Missionary Baptist Church, 3719 Laurel Street. Reverend Eric Layton is the pastor, and his anniversary is the fourth Sunday coming up. I think it's 10:30 a.m. Don't quote me on that because sometimes we have programs at 2, but I think it's 10:30 a.m. But our streets right there on 3719 Laurel. You got Penniston, Amelia. Well, Penniston has been jacked up, so to speak, for the longest. But
it's finally finished?
I'm hoping by the fourth Sunday in this month. No, because the street ahead, They got it all. I mean, Penniston right now between Laurel and Constance, it's smoothed out.
It's smooth.
It's smoothed out,
I know your area.
but it has the concrete. It doesn't have the asphalt yet.
Okay.
But when it comes, but there's only one problem. The way it looks like you can't park cars on both sides. It might have to
It's
be a
gonna narrow.
one-sided.
narrow thing. Or parking y'all parking lot.
Yeah, like it plugs out parking lot. Yeah, that's true
another
too.
Option, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, and I say this in a Christian manner, and I say this in a Christian way, if nobody blocks our parking exit. Because some of our neighbors, they have a habit of, because we don't use it all the time, but they have a habit of parking right there in front of the exit gate.
And so you can't get out.
Well, you have to be nice and say,
Can somebody
is it,
come
yeah,
move
can
your
you
car?
move your car and everything, you know? And so you do the Christian thing, you know. And speaking of that,
You might have to put no parking sign.
well, we have a no parking sign up.
Oh, go ahead. Say what you was going to say.
But what I mean by that is this, because I say without naming names,
Don't name no names.
I won't name no names. I've seen some one of our members say, "Hey, you can't park there," you know, and then it's like, "What you doing there?" and all that. When the polite way is just to
Excuse me.
leave a note or something like that on the window and everything, because again, and I'm not trying to get controversial, but what they say when quote unquote a Christian messes up, I thought he was a Christian. You know,
They always say that.
They always say that. You know, they say, I thought he was a Christian and everything. So it's like, remember now, Jesus said, "Be ye angry and sin not." But there's a difference between anger and hate. You know, Jesus was angry with the money changers. You know, and he whipped the money changers, but he did not hate. And there's a difference between, and I've learned that, a difference between anger. You can have righteous indignation.
It's almost time for us to go to break. When we come back, I'll ask you that question about, probably, you know, you like to confess a lot. Do you get angry? You know, you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Because sometimes people do admit the truth that they get angry, and some people say, no, I never get angry. I get even. We're going to break. We're talking to Reverend Darrell Smith, and we're talking about some transitions that are taking place here in our city, as well as nationally and globally in 2022. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Poor nutrition today will increase Sarah's chances of anemia, add to her healthcare costs, sick days, even stunt her ability to learn. And the thing is, Sarah's not even born yet. Get proper nutrition before it's too late. Call or visit WIC. WIC provides nutrition information, healthcare referrals, even food. Your child has you, and you have WIC.
Mrs. Johnson, good to see you again. This is Mike. You can trust him. He looks just like you. Plus, 2 against 1 is more intimidating when we force someone to sign a loan.
And I'll be sucking up to you in order to keep up the illusion.
So, here are your low monthly payments and interest rate as we promised. Here's where they triple. The rest of this stuff, don't think a lawyer can read this. It protects us. Make sure we get your home when you can't pay us back.
Such a lovely house.
Yeah. But don't worry. We're going to sell you credit life insurance. You don't really need it, but
Puts lots of cash in our pockets.
you look nervous. We better hurry and get you to sign. Or I'll pretend to ruin your credit with one phone call.
Predatory lenders are never this easy to spot. Call us and protect yourself with the facts.